So I'm going to add some oil to my fingers. I like to rub them together, get the hair out of the way, and apply it from the forehead, around the eyes, face, and never ever forget the neck. A lot of us do our face when we moisturize, but we forget to do our neck. So here we go. Just get it all over. All right. Now before we get started, we want to make sure to open up the termini. We want to get all the pathways so that when we're draining into while we're doing the massage, it's going to go into the termini so that it can drain into the subclavian veins and then go back to the heart. So we're going to start by pumping at the clavicles, and your clavicles are these divots here. Take 2 fingers, and then I like to crisscross actually, and then pump. So I'm going to do about 10 or 20 of these, and you have to go very lightly. You don't want to press too hard because your nodes are right underneath the skin. Now with the facial massage, it's also part of your lymphatic draining. The lymphatic system is also part of the lymphatic system, but it's from the head, it's from the neck up. So we're going to work a little bit of that, and I'm going to come up to the tonsillar areas, same fingers. Now when you're working from the head down, you want to pull downwards, gently pressing on the nodes, very gentle pressure, and bring it down to the clavicles. You don't want to go up because you're working in reverse. Now the lymph vessels only have one-way valve. It doesn't go both ways. So from the neck up, we go downwards towards the clavicles. And now I'm going to take my fingers and separate them into the Spock fingers, or the nanu if you're like a little lasagna. One in front and one behind. And I like to do little circles going back. And I'll do about anywhere between 20 to 30 of these. And I like to drag that one down. And then little circles, and then drag it down, just to help the flow to get moving. So if you do your lymphatic draining at night, you're going to find that you'll sleep better. If you're waking up with a lot of brain fog, or you'll notice during the day you don't have any mental clarity, you're not sleeping well, even though you slept 8 hours, you wake up and you're still tired and brain foggy, it's because you're not sleeping properly. Your lymphatic system is not doing its job over the course of the night. So it's important to get these things opened up and drain. I always drain mine at night, so I do get a better night's sleep. Now you can also, if my hands weren't oily, I would do my scalp and give it a nice massage. But I just washed my hair the other day, and don't want to do it again. I like to wash my hair once a week, so here we go. Also, you can do the occipital area at the back of the neck. Those 2 big bumps when you bring your head back, that's your occipital area, and that's also where it drains. So you can pull it down from there. Give it a gentle rub on those big bony areas at the back, and then pull it down gently. Just helping that lymphatic drain into your termini so that it could actually come on down. All right, so now we're going to get started on the massage. Hands are nice and warm, very oily, and it's good to have a slick because you don't want to be pulling on your skin, you want it to glide. So when I do my lymphatic draining, I like to start with the eyes, and I do like an L with my fingers, and I open it up and then slide down across the nose bridge, under the chin, open up and then slide down. Open and slide. Open and slide. It's actually very relaxing. If you wake up with big poofy eyes, you can do this in the morning as well. Doesn't have to be a nighttime ritual, but you can do it in the morning as well, just to help loosen up the fluid in your face. The other thing I like to do is just to cover up like this, little circles, because we do have a lot of nodes in the face area as well. And then slide down. Open up and slide down. Open up and slide down. Now we can massage to the face, separate at the forehead, bring it on down to the temples, give it a little circle, and then slide down. Open that up, a little massage, and then slide down. Now you can go as many times as you like when you're doing your draining. Whatever, if you've only got a few minutes and you want to hit the sack, you can do it, in a matter of minutes. But if you have time, like sometimes I'll do it while I watch television, and it's a good hour program, so I can do like a 15-minute little facial massage while I'm doing this, and I find it very relaxing. So from here, let's pull up to the sides of the face. We have lots of nodes down here. So bring it up and then pull down. Up and then pull down. And you can take your knuckles under the chin, up and gently down. Remember that you don't need to use a lot of pressure, and if you don't have oil on your hands, you are going to pull at the skin, which can create more wrinkles than we want, because we don't want that. They'll come eventually, right? And then down. We're going to do the lips. Just open it up. And then come on up. And then down. And then just take the knuckles and go on down. If you have any blockage in your ear too, it helps if you pull on the earlobes and then just move your jaw around, especially if you're a jaw clencher. You might get pressure in and around the head, or if you have sinus congestion, pull down on the ears and then really work the front and the back of that ear and just get it to drain where you want it to go, right? You want to get rid of the fluid. I have a lot of sinuses, a lot of allergies, and I always find that my left side is more congested than my right. So I tend to work on this side a little bit more just to make sure things are going to flow and let it release. Come on down. Let's try the other side. And down the neck. So these little routines, you can do them daily. Your body's going to learn to love it, and you're going to get used to it. And it really doesn't take a lot of time to do it. And you'll notice you'll sleep better with the draining happening at the back of the necks and coming down. You can even rub here from the shoulders, bring it down to the clavicles. Lift the neck up, gentle pulling down. Open. You can see my face is starting to get red. The blood is flowing, which is a good thing. Blood flow, when it's increasing, it's causing things to move. And so the lymphatic system is starting to drain. You might find that if you need to swallow, because post-nasal drip can happen when you start draining, especially if you have a lot of around the sinus areas. You can always focus on that. You can go upwards here. Help lift the eyes, and then make your way back down. Always remember to come down. You want to guide that lymphatic fluid back down. And it doesn't take long. You get used to doing your routine. And it feels great, and your skin looks awesome. And that's that. Now this is the blend that I make. I used my own yarrow and red clover infused oil. I've also added burdock oil to it, which is an excellent lymphatic mover. I've got jojoba, which closely matches our skin, so it doesn't feel super duper oily. I did put castor oil in here too, so that it will pull these nice oils into the skin. Rose hip, which is excellent for smoothing out the skin texture and the lines, especially great for older skin if it's more dry. And I also added some lavender and a little bit of frankincense in here. So I give my bottle a good shake. And this one here is the roll-on method, so you can just roll it where you need to. I've got many of these on hand, so if anybody's interested in getting their own little roller for your face, feel free to drop me a line. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm glad to help. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.